I cannot be on here with no dry lip. That's what I cannot do. Until I make my own, this the one you need to take home. Oh, it finally clicked that I don't have all the answers. And I'm not going to have all the answers. So if you're watching this video because you think, oh, I'm going to get the answers, I'm going to figure out the way, this is the key to being an influencer, this is the way to make it, this is how, I'm so sorry, this is not the video for you. This is not the video for you. I have been so engulfed in being an influencer that I forgot how to be Airi. I'm so nervous. What the heck? I'm not nervous. Lord, I need you to come and help me, decrease me, allow me to just be here in this presence, allow each and every word that comes out of my mouth to just be genuine, to be authentic, and to allow it to pierce the hearts and the souls and the minds of those that it's supposed to reach. Amen. Whew. What's up, what's up, what's up? What's up, guys? It's your girl Ariana, that cute little brown girl. Everybody want a little taste of. I missed you so freaking much. Let's get real. Let's get real. Come on, get comfortable. Sorry. I have been off of YouTube for quite a while. I have been the most inconsistent in the past couple of years than I ever would have thought or imagined. This being a platform that not only has changed my life, but has provided so many opportunities for me that I could not even imagine or fathom on my own.
Okay guys, so y'all, we are actually in the jet right now, as you guys can see. Excited. This is my first time on a private jet as well, and like, it's dope. Like, I'm so ready for this life. I think, but I can't do it without you guys. So I just want to say thank you, and I love you guys so much.
As soon as we get like
You can't slow me down. You know what I'm saying? On the radio with it.
And yes, I give all glory and honor to God, but in those times in my life, I did not have a good relationship with God. I knew who God was, but I didn't have an actual genuine relationship. And so then, a little backstory, I went on my faith walk after I went through my, situations, relationship ending, and just new state, new city. Things that for me was just really changing. And I went on my faith walk. I moved to a different city for like a whole entire year. And when I say that I seen the most darkest version of myself, I never would have imagined that it could get that dark.
My birthday's tomorrow and I turn 27. And I feel like all the videos I've been making of myself for the past 3 years have been of me crying. And that's all I do is cry. And I can't stop. I'm just tired. I'm tired and nobody has answers for me. I'm not getting no answers. I'm frustrated. I'm irritated because I'm like, do I go to Atlanta? Or do I stay here? And stay here and do what? Go there and do what? At this point, do what? Do what? I'm tired. I'm frustrated. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed. I am pissed off because I feel like everybody has had opinions about my life and what I should do and how I should do it. May 31st. I'm not even gonna waste my time and pray. And say what? Hey God, it's me. Love you, thank you. That's all I gotta say, because I'm not begging. I'm not begging. I'm not begging people to stay in my life. I'm not begging people to show me who they are. I'm not begging people to bless me. I'm not begging people to support me. I'm not begging. I'm so tired of begging. I'm so tired of minimizing myself for other people to just get it. I'm not listening to I told you so. I'm not gonna stress my mama out about the car. I'm gonna figure it out, because she would never know. But how how I'm gonna get to Atlanta, don't know, but it's okay. No, I'm gonna get to Atlanta. I'm not letting this stop me. If I gotta get a rental car and tell her, oh, the car in the shop, nothing is stopping me from doing what I want to do. I'm not letting nothing get in my way. I'm gonna get my butt up, and if this is what I needed to get together, I'm documenting this so that way in my documentary, in my big old paid off house, this is it. This is the big one. This is the big one. I have been abandoned. There's nothing I can do about it. But what, cry? That's all I got. That's the only thing that's mine. My tears. Well, I'm done.
And I got to this most depressive state, and it was so lonely. I was so triggered. I was so trauma bonded with people that I didn't even realize how bad things were until I recently had to just take inventory, that I can place blame on so many people, y'all. I promise you, I can make a whole list about who did what, why they did it, what made me do it. They didn't put a gun to my head, but I felt like this, da 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 da. But at the end of the day, it comes down to my own decisions, my own choices, and my own actions. And I sat in those places of self-worthlessness. I sat in those places of self-doubt. I sat in those places of just not knowing who I am and what I want to do, because I was really conflicted, because I'm supposed to be in this certain caliber of lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I've talked about the trips. I've talked about these things. And I've talked about, you know, hitting financial hardships in life and bad investments and just literally not stewarding over my finances and the things that I had. And that's just point blank period. But I've been in a situation where things have been turning around very drastically. And I'm seeing things change in my life. And I'm noticing that even still, I'm just like this. I won't let go, and I also won't receive, because my hands are freaking closed. And I'm like, what the heck? And I'm like, how did we get to this point that you don't even know how you operate? You don't know what you want to smell like. You don't know what you want to dress like. I'm on Pinterest and I'm like, is this my style? I don't know if I want to make music, but then I'm like, oh wow, I done wrote 5 songs. And then I'm like, oh, well, do I record them? Then I'm like, it's been so much. And then I'll do something and my brain instantly goes into, oh, this is the brand. Oh, this is how it needs to be broken down. And I love business. Like, I'm like, okay, I don't know if I want to take on people and help them with their business and help them expand on their brand and be able to really come up with content and just ways that you can make content in your everyday life, that it doesn't have to be aesthetic. It does not have to be, you know, rich and fancy. You don't have to have a lot of money to create content to even make money. My brain just, I like these things. That's what I like to do. Now, am I about to go through somebody's emails? No. Am I about to show you brands and I can tell you the brands and tell you what text message to message them, or even how to get their attention so that way they can comment in your messages? But other than that, it's just like, I just kind of want to help with the creative strategy. And then I'm like, okay, I'm a minister, and you know, I took this oath to be in front of this flock, and then I feel disconnected, and then I feel just kind of isolated or just secluded or just in my own little bubble, that I feel like nobody understands me. I feel like nobody really understands my quirkiness. Nobody understands my jokes. Nobody understands how I laugh, how I talk. And then I'm like, you don't understand you. You know? This is my thought process. This is what I go through. This is what I feel. So I'm like, what the heck, and what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? So I've been taking these days. I've been putting myself on, I've been really just intentional and putting myself just on prayer assignments and really being intentional about my own relationship with God. Not anybody else's, not my pastors, not my mamas, not my grandmamas, not nobody, but my own relationship with God. And with building my own relationship with God, God's been really showing me just things about myself. And we got to the point where really just clicked it for me. And after all of these years, being in almost the last quarter of the year, it finally clicked. It finally clicked that I don't have all the answers, and I'm not going to have all the answers. So if you're watching this video because you think, oh, I'm going to get the answers, I'm going to figure out the way, this is the key to being an influencer, this is the way to make it, this is how, I'm so sorry, this is not the video for you. This is not the video for you. I have been so engulfed in being an influencer that I forgot how to be Airi. I got so engulfed in what an influencer with my status and with my reputation should be and what should she be doing, that I forgot how to be present in the present moment. I have made so many videos being raw, being vulnerable, and talking to you guys, and then I go missing because I'm still not peeling off the band-aid and then just being real. When it comes down to making content, I don't know what I want to make. I genuinely, I promise you, I don't know what I want to make. One day I want to do a reaction. One day I want to cook. One day I want to go, you know, read the Bible. One day I just want to sit on here and talk to y'all. Some days I want to do prank calls. Some days I want to go meet new influencers and go collab with them. And let's sit down and let's have a sleepover and let's joke and let's laugh. And the other days I want to be completely alone. Don't nobody call me. Don't nobody text me. I don't even want to be bothered, baby. Stay away. a lot has happened since the last time you've seen me, and a lot of things that I never really embraced before. I've always been a mom. I've been a mom since I was 18 years old. That's never changed. But how I enjoy motherhood, how I embrace motherhood has changed. At one point, baby, I could drop that baby off for 6 months and have me a good old time and not feel bad about it. I promise you. And now I genuinely, I can't think without thinking of my baby. And it doesn't make me a bad mom, so you can really chill down on that, because I know there's other moms that feel that way, depending on how your situation. I had an amazing support system, and I got babysitters on deck. As the oldest of 8 kids, baby, I got babysitters on deck, and they love my son. So I used to just be able to like, okay, but now he's a little older and we enjoy each other's company. And I feel like that happened as he got older and as I got older, and started really recognizing that, oh my gosh, like I'm a mother to a 9-year-old, and I don't know me, and I really don't know you. You keep changing, you keep evolving, and I keep feeling like there has to be this perfect storyline, this perfect way for things to happen in order for you to feel complete, to feel successful, to feel just like accomplished or something. And to be honest with you, you'll never get to that. And hear me out. What I'm saying is you are constantly growing. Me now, I promise you, in a couple years, even in a couple months, it might be a couple days, I might be thinking different because I'm striving to be someone different every day. I'm trying to be better than the person I was yesterday. So I'm not 21-year-old Airi. I'm not 18-year-old Airi at all, baby girl, but we have grown. We have grown a lot. And I'm not who I was at the beginning of the year of 27-year-old Airi, and I'm not going to be the same when I turn 28 at the end of the year, December 3rd. Because it's my birthday. I used to have this image, I used to have this brand, I had this idea of who I wanted to be, who I wanted to be looked as, who I wanted to resemble. And when I say like, I mean not resemble, who I wanted to represent. And then suddenly I didn't even recognize myself. I look at the videos I posted in the past year or so, and I'm like, who the heck is this girl? I look at the videos that's not posted, and I look at the ones on my phone, and I'm like, I've been screaming for help, and it seems like no one answers the call. And then, you know, I'm like, well, maybe you just didn't want to hear the call from who was, you know, who you was calling. And I'm like, forget all that, scratch all that. I didn't answer the call for myself, okay? I stopped showing up for myself. I put so much pressure on this dang on content, y'all, because I'm seeing my peers. I'm like, wait, I should be out there too. And then I started really becoming ungrateful for the things that I've had. Y'all, when I say that the peace of mind that I have had, I would not trade it for the world. Do you hear me? I would not trade it for the world. How many times I thought I was literally going insane. I thought I was going crazy. I thought I would never get anybody who ever, you know, loved me or will be around me to support me. These are things that I felt for so long. And I've been surrounded by so many groups of people, and I've always felt like there is just not no connection. So at the end of the day, you start reflecting. It's like, are they the problem? Or is it me? Because I can completely change circles, I didn't completely change groups, I didn't do all of these things, and it has to be me. At the beginning of the year, I said, you know, this year for me is confidence, character, and consistency. And throughout the whole year, I haven't really took the time to dig deep and do those things. But then I had to sit back and I said, you have took the time and did those things. I have compared my success internally to what I can tangibly hold in my hand, and that is not okay, and it's literally wrecking my brain because I am sick and tired of being held to this standard that I have put myself to. And now I feel like I can't create, and I don't know if I want to cook. I don't know if I want to be a mechanic. I don't know if I want to be a nail tech because I thought about it. I don't know if I want to sell and flip cars. I don't know if I want to sell and flip furniture. I have no freaking idea what I want to do. But what I do know is that I'm ready for something different, and I don't want to make my YouTube channel somewhere where it's so niche-y and so, when you come on here, you're going to get this. Because yes, it works. Yes, it's a thing. And yes, as a business aspect, but this is supposed to be a safe place, and it's not safe anymore. And I made it that way because I haven't been honest about what I've been feeling and what I've been going through. So that ends here. Okay? So here's what I'm learning. That maybe me not knowing who I am is actually a blessing in disguise. Maybe I'm not supposed to be the one who some of you may look at me as inspiration, and some of you may even think like she's supposed to have it all together, she's supposed to have it figured out, you know, she gave her life to God, she's supposed to know. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to be in charge of my life anymore, and I want God to just continue to just lead me and guide me. But I want to enjoy my life. I want to enjoy my life, and I want to share this journey because I can't be the only one who felt this way, who feels this way. I watched a video of another creator. Her name was Vanessa Lu. I don't want to mess it up. I probably did. Sorry, baby. But she was so real, and to hear somebody else feel exactly how I felt, to hear somebody else break it down in a way that I felt like I couldn't explain it, and she's just like, no, I want to create content for me. I want to create content that I enjoy. I want to create content that is not so niche based and so, oh wow, everything's a business, how can I make this money, where it's just like a, I haven't worked on YouTube in some time, y'all, and I've been very blessed. You know what I'm saying? Your girl's been very blessed. I ain't have to go, you know, hit that pole. Even though it's been times I've been like, you know, I probably should because I could, but that's not the point here. You know, I digress. Come on, reel it back in, Airi. What I'm trying to say is I'm learning that I don't have to have it all figured out right now, and that is okay. It's okay to evolve. It's okay to change. It's okay to go on the journey. I don't want to show y'all when I'm in my fancy mansion with my man and just say, God did it. Hey, isn't he so amazing? He's so, and it's like, it's just, we've seen it already. You can watch the 30 days and the results already. You can go on YouTube right now and see the results of just, okay, but what about the actual journey? What about the journey? I want to be able to look back and watch videos and say, wow, I know what we were going through, and I seen us push through. I seen us overcome. I want my son to be able to watch and see day 172 of my life and day 372 of my life, and see how the things that I put into effect, the hard work, the tears, the lonely nights, the nights of entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Anything. I want him to be able to look at these things, and most importantly, I want to look back at my life and not be like, dang, I only showed when things was up. I only showed when I was cute. Sometimes I might be in my bonnet. Sometimes I might have my lashes fluttering. Sometimes I might not have no lashes at all. Sometimes my lips will be popping. What? Yeah, I can't say they won't be popping because I don't play with the chapped lips. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how to style. I don't know what I want to wear. I don't know what my fall mood board is gonna freaking look like. I don't know if I want to go to Bali or if I just want to go to Dangone, Houston, Texas, or go to Sedona, Arizona. I don't know. But what I'm not gonna do is just keep sitting in the corner and go, I feel bad for me, I don't know what I want to do in my life, and just ripping off the band-aid. Okay, I'm on a journey of true rediscovery, and you're gonna see me trying new things. You're gonna see me trying old things. You're gonna see me really figuring out what I like. I'm gonna be taking risks. I'm gonna be figuring out my life as a 20-something-year-old, because life is not over, and I am not accepting that. I am not accepting defeat. I am not accepting sit in the corner and cower. I'm not accepting sit in the corner and just complain about my views. I'm not just sitting in the corner and just going, wait, how can I get this to go viral? I'm done with it. I'm so done with it. I'm just gonna be me. I'm just gonna have fun, and that's it, and that's all. Okay, I don't care who has something to say about it. Write it in a book, sell it, and I'm not gonna buy it. Okay, put it in a notebook, write it, send it to your mama. I'm not going to read it. I don't care. I'm not going to pound and just engage and just continue to zone in on the negative comments. I don't care what anybody I've ever worked with is doing. I don't care if anybody I've ever talked to last week, this week, middle of the week is doing. I don't care, because at the end of the day, I'm going to have to answer for all the things that I do, and I'm going to have to answer for all the things that I don't do. And I am not accepting that when I get to that point, I'm going to look back and go, dang, when I was 27, I should have just cherished my life. Like, it just the math doesn't math. Okay, I'm not going to niche down my channel, and if 1 week, 1 month, 1 year I decide I want to be a freaking beauty influencer, I'm gonna be a beauty influencer, and I don't know how to do a lick of hair. Okay, but I'm just gonna have fun. I'm just going to have fun, and I am encouraging you to do the same thing, to have fun. You've been wanting to start your YouTube channel. You've been wanting to create content. You've been wanting to be the next mechanic. You've been wanting to be the next nail tech. You've been wanting to go to school as well as be an influencer, as well as, you know, be a UGC. You've been wanting to start a faceless channel. You've been wanting to do this. You've been wanting to do that. You've been wanting to start a daycare, but you've been wanting to do a lot of stuff, but you haven't done anything. Because why? You're in your own way. You're in your own head. There's a time and a place for everything. But when God is telling you that it's the time, baby, it's that time. And I don't care who gives their approval. If God says yes, it doesn't matter who said no. It doesn't matter how many no's you got until you got to this point. It doesn't matter if just last week, just yesterday, or just this morning that you were sitting in your bed and you were rotting. Yeah, it does not matter. Today is the chance. Today is the opportunity to get up, stand up, and it's time to fight. And it's time to enjoy life. It's time to stop living in survival. And how can I pay my... It's taken care of. Okay? It's taken care of. Stop being scared to take the risk. And I'm telling Airi, because I watch my videos back and I be needing to hear this for myself. Start taking risks. Okay? Start taking risks. Start trying new things. You don't know. You might be the flyest swimmer. Michael Phelps, watch out. You know what I'm saying? Simone, you don't know. I used to be a cheerleader. I very much well could do a flip. I very much could be in the Olympics next year. You know what I'm saying? Singers, watch out. I could very much be sitting next to you at the next Emmy, the next VMAs. I could very much be so. Because she's talented. Like, I could very much so. Usher, Chris Brown, what? I can dance too. Don't play. I can do it. I can do it, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it. And some days I might just be sitting here chilling. So I'm not telling y'all that every day we're going to be on dang on Adventures of Airi, because that's a vibe. But sometimes I just might be sitting here talking to y'all. Sometimes we might just need a little bit of encouragement. Sometimes we might feel a little lazy. Okay? It's all about me finding myself and sharing the journey, because I truly believe from the bottom of my heart that this will be able to bless somebody to really just do it. And you don't even have to have a YouTube channel. This is not, oh, now I gotta start a YouTube. You don't even have to document it for other people, just for yourself. Because I promise you, looking back at pictures that I made when I was 13, 15, 18, 21, I'm like, girl, what? And to see the to see the evolving of me when I started YouTube, and you can just see the vlogs and how I used to act and talk, and I look at me now, I'm just like, wow, I love looking back at them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really enjoy it. And I'm like, I don't want to turn 30, or I don't want to turn 28. I don't want to turn 35 and be looking back and going, dang, I should have just, what was I doing during that time? Journal. If you don't want to record it, journal. My therapist, multiple therapists, because, you know, I had to change a few times. That was funny to me. But my therapist said, girl, video diaries. Talk to the camera, video diaries. Sometimes you might get me in my editing cinematic bag. And sometimes you're going to get these iMovie cuts. Okay, sometimes you might get a little zoom in action, and sometimes you might get some fancy. Sometimes, and sometimes you won't. Okay, sometimes, luckily, you know what I'm saying, I done had this sewing for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, I look good in it too. So it's really a vibe. It's really a vibe. My curls is coming back, but that's not the point right now. More is, what I'm trying to say is that sometimes you might see me with my hair. Sometimes you might see me with a bonnet on. But you will see me being me, finding me, discovering me, and falling in love with me. I want to be so infatuated with myself, not self-centered or all about me, but I'm talking about really loving myself, so that way I can understand I am worthy of receiving love, rather that's platonic, rather that's in businesses, in friendships, because this love that I don't, and this disconnection that I don't have with myself, it's hard for me to have connections with other people and have that connection in other relationships. Point blank, period. Because everybody can't be the problem. At one point, you gotta really look at yourself like, maybe it is just me. And that's where I'm at right now. It's like so what are we gonna do about it? So besides expecting everybody to love me a certain way and having this expectations on how my friendships and how my groups and how my people should be and how they should just understand me, how about I understand myself a little bit more? Okay, I know we all love the luxury, we love the aesthetics, but this is about finding joy in being authentically me. This is about finding joy in the little things. This is about finding joy in spending time with my family, because as someone who wants to be a wife one day, who wants, girl, you do not want more kids, but if it was to happen, as someone who knows that her family may expand and that I am at the end of the day a mother now, as someone who knows that things will not always be this way, I want to embrace my family. I want to embrace my friends. I want to embrace the people that God has sent into my life, who I just want to be able to be here present and not have any regrets. I don't want to have have no regrets, okay? I don't want to have no regrets when I look back at my life at all, okay? Whether that's polished, whether that's uppity up, whether that's or whether that's just raw me. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's raw me, whether that's me in a Lincoln Cadillac 2026, or if that's me in a Toyota Honda 72. I don't know if those cars are even real, but you get what I'm saying? Literally living my authentic life, my authentic style, and figuring those things out. So if you ever felt lost, as if like you don't know who you are, you don't know which route you want to go, you don't even know how to start that journey, I just wanted to give you some encouragement that you are not alone. You are not alone. That even influencers who have over 3 million supporters combined over multiple platforms can feel lost. That even though you may have hit the highest of the highest, I've been on private jets, I've been performing, I've done some of the most amazing things that I could even put on a vision board. I promise you, I really can. And I'm just like, wow, how blessed. You can still feel lost. You can still have a season in your life where you don't know what's next for you. You can have a moment where you get close to God and feel like I'm doing everything, but it ends up being religious, that you don't have a relationship. And when you build a relationship with God and you understand his characteristics, you start understanding that he is also in you and that you have these same things. I have the ability to be gracious, to be kind, to be, you know, forgiving, to be understanding and compassionate and poised and very demure. I have the possibility to be, and I also have the capability to get rowdy and get ratchet. But I love a good time. But there's a time and a place for everything, you know? And there's some things that I'm still working the kinks out, you know what I'm saying? But again, just embracing me being me, like authentically, and just having fun, having so much fun. I don't know if it's going to be weekly, daily, multiple day uploads. I don't know. But I'm just going to just enjoy falling in love with making content, not even making content, to just document my journey and documenting everything that comes with it, my family, the nonsense, the unesthetic. Hey, you cannot just cut off like that. Dang, this TikTok light is so good, y'all, because wait a minute, hold up, y'all, I might go out again. More of the story is give me more of the this is a really good light. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm not gonna let that discourage me. But my babies, my family, if you are a stranger here and you're like, girl, I don't even know you like that, we are all on this journey of understanding and falling in love with ourselves. We are all healing, we are all growing, we are all changing, and it's okay to change. Sometimes it's messy, sometimes it's confusing, sometimes it's not aesthetic, sometimes your light go out, sometimes you don't have the light blinking on you. It's okay. I promise you, it's okay. But you don't need my permission, but I need my permission, and I am giving myself permission to figure it out as I go. And I hope that you give yourself the same grace. I would love to hear from y'all in the comments. I would love to hear if you ever felt lost or struggled with figuring out who you are. Let's talk about it. Let's really talk about it. I want this to be a safe place. It won't be like any other place. It won't be like any other day. Every day we're going to continue to grow, change. But I just want you to know that you are not alone. If you are an established influencer, content creator, whatever, business owner, you know, millionaire, whatever, and you don't want to put it in the comments, but you just might be watching this like, dang, that was real. I just want you to know it's okay for you to be real too. It's okay for you to take a second and just go, what do I want out of this? What am I promoting? What am I impacting? What am I doing? And not for the girls who are watching you, not for the people who are just gonna be like, yeah, she put that on, but genuinely for you. When you look back at your life, are you happy with what you're doing, how you're moving, how you treat people? Or is there some things that you got to work out? Because I know there's some things I got to work out. If you feel like, okay, well, I've already been established as the Instagram model, I've already been established as the TikTok fancy boy, but I really like cooking. I want to see you cook. I don't care if it gets 2,000 views. I don't care if it gets 200. I don't care if 2 people look at it. I don't care if the only people that support you is your mama and your grandma. You will always have one view, and that one view should be you. Be your biggest fan. Love on yourself, and the others will know how to love on you too. We can go through this together, and we're going to go through this together. And I just wanted to just, again, thank you guys for just sticking to, you know, this far in the video. If you made it this far, then hey, it make the math is mathing, okay? But thank you for listening. And again, I'm just so grateful and so excited to see where this journey, where this new this new wave is going to take us and what that looks like for us, and just taking you guys along on the journey with me, seeing God work firsthand, taking the risk, trying new things. If that's busting our butt, if that's getting our butt in shape, it doesn't matter. Whatever that may look like in whatever season, I'm just excited to just be going through this journey and to let you know that you are not going through this journey alone. So with that being said, I am signing off, and until next time, it's your girl Airi, the Mocha Princess, is signing off.